How's it going, Wildman?
Oh, it's good. It says it's recording.
Awesome. Thank you. I don't know what I did.
So it's recording.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's see. I think it looks like we got Tyven here. Got him waiting here. Maybe I'll let him in and then we'll kind of just touch base with the kids as they go.
Yep, that sounds good.
And you'll be good to share the slides and everything. You can just take right over.
Do you want me to just give it a quick whirl here?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm sitting here.
And you're going, what are you doing? You're going, what buttons are you pushing there?
So bottom of the screen, share screen. Is it up?
Yep.
Perfect. So then we're good to go.
Great.
So if you look on next to participants
Oh, yes.
on share screen, I'm clicking that and then it gives me a ton of options. Like I could share my iPad, a bunch of things I have on my computer.
Okay.
But I'm just picking the Safari because it's got all the stuff I need. So, and then at the end, I just have to click end share, and that's at the top. So share screen is at the bottom, and then end it is a little red button at top.
Okay, so mine's okay. Mine says desktop. That's probably what you're picking, right?
Yep.
Yep. Okay, great. All right, I'm gonna let some kids in here.
Sounds good.
We got Tyven in here, maybe Jason's iPhone, Sadie.
Hello, hello. Hey, Tyven. Got Sadie's mom. Hi, Amanda.
Let's see. For Tyven. Don't have the option yet to unmute him. I can unmute.
No, yeah, I don't think he connected with audio.
Okay. Hi, Amanda.
Hi.
How are you?
Oh, I'm super excited.
I bet you are. Hi.
Hi.
Hey, Tyven, I don't have your audio on here. Will you see if you can connect with audio too, buddy? Hi, Sarah.
All right, Nolan's out here, coming in.
Okay. Nice. Hello, hello.
There we go.
Hey, Jameis.
Oh, neat.
Hi, everybody.
I'm looking. See, Tyven still doesn't look like he's got audio, but that's okay.
We had 41 people on this morning, so we are going to predict that this is going to be a little bit smaller group tonight. Same good stuff, though. Same good stuff.
And it does take a while to get everybody in, so I hope you don't mind waiting just a few minutes. Some people are still trying to log in. Mrs. Wildman's got to add them into the meeting, so it'll be a few minutes, but we're just kind of saying hi while we're waiting. Hey, Nolan.
Say hi.
There
Hi.
you go, Tyven. Now I see you have audio, bud. You're muted. There we
You
go.
do not need to be a part of this meeting at all.
There you are.
Hi, Tyven.
Yeah. Okay, that took a while because I don't know what happened, but it just,
That's okay.
yeah. My dad's
Yeah. Hang on, come back here.
You notice it looks like I'm in my classroom.
Yeah, it's a green screen, I think.
Yeah, it's like you can change your background, so I did. I thought that'd be
That's neat.
look
You
like.
should put yourself on a beach.
How about some sunshine? It just keeps getting cloudy.
Yeah, it's very cloudy right now. It rained a second ago.
Yeah, it did.
Turned your gun.
You wanna go keep an eye on Aaron?
Okay. Let's see. What do I have to
I
say?
don't know. I don't remember.
Okay,
Is,
with that.
are you getting in Google Classroom okay?
Yeah, it's working good.
Is it working good?
Yeah.
While we're waiting, is there anyone have any questions about Google Classroom or anything so far? Just kind of while we're waiting here?
Apparently, I joined without my video. I apologize. This is Jason, Maitland's dad.
Oh, okay. Hi, Jason. Welcome.
And you don't have to have video to join, so you're
No.
fine.
Thank you.
Does it just go to who it's at for talking?
Yeah.
Neato.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. All
hmm
Taylor's here. Hi, Taylor.
right, here comes Connor too.
All right, Connor.
Oh my God. We're gonna have a lot of people in here.
We got 9 so far.
Tyven 41 this morning, buddy.
Oh
It was
boy.
pretty crazy. That's a lot of people.
Ivan, I suggest you try and offer an apple to your teachers.
You guys want an apple?
Tyven, so
Love it.
kind. So kind. Thank you.
Now you're getting an egg.
You know, Tyven, what I have done, I've got my whole garden in my living room.
Nice.
I've got started all from seeds this year.
Boy. My baby sister is singing right now, so I can hardly hear you.
Yeah, here, I'll take Maren downstairs.
Okay.
And then once we get started, we're gonna mute you guys and Mrs. Spade and I are gonna take over and then open it back up so then you guys can all talk and everything too.
Okay.
Yep, and if you have any questions at the end, we'll give you some time to ask questions. And kids, if you want, you can check out on your iPad, you can raise your hand. I know, Taylor, you've done that before. A couple of you have been in, Sadie's done it. So you can show your parents how, if they have a question at the end, they can raise their hand and then we can kind of call on people so it doesn't get crazy at the end.
We just got Nevaeh joining us now too.
Hey, there's my girl.
Okay. Here, I'm gonna. This is my dad, by the way. He's right here.
Hello.
I
Hello.
think I remember him from conferences,
1 or 2.
1 or 2.
All right, Ivan.
Okay.
Get the picture.
Right. Taylor and you too, and
Lower yours so they can see you instead of just the light.
There's no way for me to
Oh,
make it.
yeah, don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
You
You-
can turn around. To the other side. No, that'll make it the camera face up higher.
all right, Nevaeh, I think we gotta maybe, can you get your screen going, kiddo, or do you want to just leave it like that? Oh, here we got it. I met again here. See what's going on. Might come back.
There she is.
Sneaky.
Where's that go?
All right.
Sadie.
Hello, Nevaeh.
Catch you during dinner?
Yeah, dinner time.
Dinner time?
We'll make it work though.
That's all right. Thank you for rolling with it here. How are you, Connor?
Yeah, there he is.
There he is, Mr. Connor.
Looks like he got a haircut maybe.
Hey, Lori, have you loaded up the dishwasher?
Yeah, I already started it. Are you stopping him?
All
All right,
right.
maybe a minute or two more, Mrs. Wildman. What do you think?
Yeah, I say let's get started. I think,
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah, let's get started. I'm gonna mute everyone,
No, you do not.
and that way we just don't
You
hear all the
wanna-
different noises.
You just push that button.
We're talking now.
Oh,
Mute. All right. And let me get Mrs.
Oh,
Spate.
I got me, Mrs.
Okay.
Wildman. I
All
got
right,
that.
there
in
she
there.
goes.
Thank you, thank you. We've got some stuff we wanted to share with parents, just to hopefully make you more comfortable with our online learning ideas for the rest of the school year. So we wrote a few things down to try to give you an idea of the structure. I have a weekly schedule of what math and science would look like online. I'm really trying to keep it under an hour for math and science. And then I know Mrs. Wildman will say the same thing about language arts. So we're looking at a total of 2 hours of work during the day. But just to give you an idea, and the kids are all very fluent in all of these things I'm asking them to do. Math board, they do these all the time. It takes less than 5 minutes to do their math board facts. I'll give them an IXL and/or Splash Math lesson, and I'll post them all in Google Classroom each day so they can see specifically what they're doing. And they know IXL very well. They know Splash Math very well. Sometimes I might give them a Google form, and they've used those a ton with me to go with a specific lesson. And I'm going to do a short video explaining the lesson. So they'll get to watch like a 5-minute video that I made or that I found for them to see to help them with that lesson. On Monday, I'm going to do a science for about 30 minutes, and that kind of makes up our about an hour for that Monday. Tuesday, all math. Wednesday, we're going to have a Zoom meeting, and that's going to be a reoccurring Zoom meeting every Wednesday. Mrs. Wildman will have one, and I will have one as well. And we're guessing those will take about 30 minutes. But you'll also have math and science that day, my Thursday agenda, and then Friday, we were hoping to come up with some fun activities for you guys to work on Fridays, some fun science, some fun math to do. So every day we're asking the kids to get on Google Classroom, both my Google Classroom and Mrs. Wildman's, to take a look at those assignments. And I'll show you Mrs. Wildman's language arts, and I know Mrs. Wildman wants to talk about this.
Yeah, I'll jump in there. So what we're hoping is 1 hour for kind of Mrs. Spate stuff, 1 hour for my stuff. You know, you decide as a family, is it best that your child gets up in the morning, does it all at once? Would it be best for them to do some work and then maybe go outside, do some chores around the house, then come back to it? Really, that's up to you. Whatever your child is most successful with is what we're hoping. And I want to let you know, all of these slides here, after this is done, Mrs. Spate and I are going to swift out the recording and these slides, so you'll have them in an email or a text too. So that way, don't worry about writing this stuff down. We're going to get this to you. And also, like what Mrs. Spate said, we are sharing stuff that the kids have done all year. Now, this is going to be a new book here. If you see Indian in the Cupboard, that's a new book with the kids, but the whole format and how we do it is going to be the same. And like Mrs. Spade also said, the Zoom meetings, mine is every Wednesday at 9 o'clock. Mrs. Spate's is every Wednesday at 9:30. And that's for us to just kind of get together and meet with the kids and talk and see how things are going. I'm going to be recording those. So if a kid, for whatever reason, let's say they slept in, who knows what's going on, doesn't make it, I'll put it in Google Classroom and they'll be able to see it there. Okay. So these are the read theories we have here. Those are 2 articles. It's set at your child's level. If your child's starting doing a little bit better, it goes up. If they're struggling a little bit, it goes down, and I can see the daily reports on that and touch base with them. And then something that's kind of worked really well with my own kids, I have a 3rd grader and a 5th grader, is the SSR time, where they can sit and read a book of their choice or articles of their choice. And down here at the bottom, you'll see I'll have, we have Epic, Kids A to Z, Scholastic News, and Hoopla. They can go to any of those online resources for reading. And we're trying to keep it very consistent for you parents and for the kids too, because the kids all understand this and they should be very successful with that. Okay.
Sounds good.
Now also specials. Our specials teachers are going to jump in and they're going to hopefully be in on some of our Zooms, and then they're going to share with us in Google Classroom for the kids a little fun activity for them to do. And that fun activity will maybe be art one week, it might be music the next week, gym after that. So the kids will still have some type of specials, and I know Mrs. Zucker is very, very eager to get with the kids and talk about their recorders and all of that good stuff. And I would like to say, if you are on Facebook, that all of these, am I right, art, Spanish, and music, Mrs. Spate, are on Facebook?
They all have their own Facebook page. It's also linked to the Boyne City Public Schools page, so you can find it there. But they've all been sharing things almost daily from the specials category.
Yep.
Perfect.
And then office hours here. I can't remember. Were you going to touch? What was that mine?
That's you, Mrs.
Oh,
Wellman.
Excellent. So, 9 to 3, we're going to try to keep it school hours, that we're going to be constantly checking Google Classroom and being available for the kids. Now, if they have a question, let's say in the evening, they didn't get to work till like 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock. It's not that Mrs. Spate and I don't want to answer it or we can't answer it. We may be making dinner or working with our own kids' work. So it might take us a few extra minutes to get back with them. But we're going to be constantly monitoring and checking all of the Google Classroom, which really is the way for kids to get a hold of us, is the Google Classroom. We can't stress that enough, is our one way that they're familiar with, and we get dinged and know when they have a question and we can help them.
Yeah. So we'll be checking that throughout the day, but that 9 to 3 time is probably our best chance to get a quick response. So if a kid is stuck on something, we'd be able to get back with them pretty quickly during those times. I wanted to share a little bit about Google Classroom. So that's our online learning platform, if you will. We've been using it all year long, and I really just wanted to show you what it looks like. So I'm going to grab my Google Classroom and share with you guys. And the kids are experts, so they'll be able to, let me grab it here. See if I got that. Perfect. Okay. So here's my Google Classroom. This is what I see. And I have posts like tonight. I posted the
I'm seeing that, Jen.
what? Oh, you're not seeing it?
I just see black for me.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I'll try again. Sorry about that. Thank you, Mrs. Wildman. Let me try it. How about now?
Yep, there we go.
Thank you. It was showing me though. Okay. So today I just posted this afternoon our Zoom meeting, our ID and our password with parents and kids. So they had it. I know a lot of questions in our Zooms that we've done so far. What's the ID? What's the password? So we'll post it here. We also emailed it out to parents. But both Mrs. Wildman and myself are trying to get the same ID and password every time. So this is Mrs. Wildman's ID, and her password is 2028. In a post further down, you'll see my ID is on there, and my password is the same as Mrs. Wildman's, 2028. That's their graduation year. But we're trying to keep it simple so kids can find it, so you can find it. It's right here in Google Classroom. Couple other types of posts that we've tried out. This one's an assignment, and this was tricky for the kids. So one of the things I'm going to have them do is practice this. I've got a how-to video for the kids coming out. But I can post an assignment on Google Classroom, and if the kids touch on it, it will add their work. So for instance, Maitland just turned hers in. I haven't had a chance to check it yet, but Toby turned his in. And so I can give them a grade right here in this assignment. From the kids' view, they need to, and this is a kids page.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Spade. It doesn't seem like it's kind of like locked up there. We're not seeing any action.
Okay, let me try again. Thank you, Mrs. Wildman.
Yep.
Wonder if it, how about now?
All right, let's, I think this is the kids' view because we just see stream, classwork, and people.
Yep, perfect. So this is the kids' view. And if they get an assignment, they can click on this. I asked them to take a picture of their worksheets and upload it to Google Classroom. So they had to click on this, grab the pictures that they took, and it's really simple. They've done this before. They can add a picture really simply from their camera roll, and then they just have to click turn in, and then turn in, and then that assignment goes from missing to turned in. And now I have it. And this one was a student who didn't turn it in, so it says that they turned it in late. But I wanted to show, and I'll share that with the kids, they can, there's different posts, and they'll be practicing how to turn in assignments to this post. You might also see videos like this. I made a bunch of helpful math videos, how to change improper fractions to mixed numbers. They just click on this and watch the video. This is another post that was great. This was from Oliver. he had a question on his math homework. And so he took a picture of it, sent it to me, and I was able to answer him in a video so he could hear my explanation. He had a screencast of what to do, and he said that was really helpful. So a bunch of different types of posts you'll see here, but it'll be a constant daily check for the kids to look at that post. If you look up here under classwork.
Yeah, Mrs. Spate, for whatever reason, it is just not showing
Every
up.
time I switch?
Yeah.
Okay.
It pops up, but then we don't ever see cursor moving or anything like that. Maybe we could have the kids after this video, they could show it to their parents maybe. I would think that all of you guys, I'm just going to unmute everyone. What do you guys think? Do you guys think you could show your parents the Google Classroom so they understand what's going on here and show them some of that stuff?
Look at my,
Hey,
Thank
he's
you.
unmuted right now.
yeah, but nonverbal communication. like
I
this.
unmuted you. Okay, I'll mute you back now. Okay.
It's the ultimate power, Mrs.
Yay. Okay. All right, then let me get
Good
unmute.
morning.
There you go, Mrs. Spate.
Is it back going?
Well, I unmuted you, so you're good to go. And that was me.
That was you?
Okay. Yep. All right.
All right. Let's see if I can get this going here.
Okay.
All right. Is that showing?
I'm seeing a white screen.
Ugh.
Sorry, guys. This was working earlier. No problem. You know, why we kind of talk about this is, you know, this is very much such a new learning experience for us too. Being a teacher is very much a face-to-face interaction type of thing with kids, and we're going to stumble a little bit here and there, but we're going to get through it together. And so our kids are always very patient with us, so we're very appreciative of that.
Is it looking now, Mrs. Wildman?
It looks good. Yeah.
Is it back on? Okay.
Yep.
Because on my screen, it's showing everything's working perfectly. So, all right, I'm going to scooch ahead to where we left off. Hopefully it's switching screens for you.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Weekly Zoom meeting. So we're going to use the same app once a week. We're going to have a set time, so there's no question, a set code. It'll be in Google Classroom. We shared it in email, but we'd be happy to share it again in email. Every Wednesday is going to be our day, and Mrs. Wildman is going to go at 9 o'clock, and I'm going to go at 9:30. So they'll have like a back-to-back Zoom session with both of us. And then we wanted to share communication with you as well. We are going to send parents emails. We're going to text, send that out. We've been doing that all year through Swift. For kids, we're going to post in Google Classroom. Kids can ask us questions in Google Classroom. Parents, you're welcome to jump on in Google Classroom. And we've also invited you to get weekly reports from Google Classroom. So I've sent out through email, if you haven't seen it yet, I was working on it yesterday and today, for each parent to accept being a part of the Google Classroom. And what it'll do is send a weekly summary of how the students are doing in Google Classroom. So that's another communication piece. As a parent, I have all three of my boys all have Google Classrooms, and I just look on their devices and look at their Google Classroom to see what's going on too. You're welcome to do either way, but it will send weekly reports to you. We left our emails here for you as well to get a hold of us. Email, I think, is going to be the easiest way for parents, and Google Classroom for students. Does that sound about right, Mrs. Wildman?
It does. Those Zoom meetings, those are, feel free to join in on those too. You do not have to, but feel free to join in those also.
All right.
All right. So this is really important. You know, the kids know how to use Google Classroom, but they sometimes need to have an extra nudge. So remind them, if you can, to get into Google Classroom. Their teachers are there asking them questions, sharing things. If they need help, if they're stuck, that's the place for them to ask us questions. I just started to play around with this program called Loom. I know that Mrs. Spate uses Explain Everything, and we use these programs to record our iPads, and we can do screencasts and send those back to students to answer their questions. You know, sometimes we'll type something out, but our kids are a lot of times visual learners, so it's more important for them to actually see it in action. So make sure to do that, and email teachers with any questions that you have. We're here.
Yeah, please let us know whatever you need. The big thing is this is going to be a team effort. So I know together we can make this work. We can finish off the end of this year. It's been an amazing school year. It's a great group of kids. And we want to finish the best we can. So we can make this work with the help of parents for sure. And our big hashtag for the district is Boing Together We Thrive. So I know that this will be a good ending for sure for the school year. But we wanted to give parents a chance to ask any questions. If you were wondering anything, I know you can raise your hand or you can use the iPad and there's a raise hand button there or what
Yep.
have you.
I unmuted you all, so you're all live and ready to go. Hi.
Hello, Jameis.
Hi.
It's about to turn into a
Hey,
disc-
Nevaeh. Hi, Taylor.
Did parents or any of the kids have questions on what this will look like?
Do you have any questions?
How about the schoolwork he's already done?
I missed the question, I'm sorry. Was that from you, Jason?
No confusion.
No, not for me yet. I was going to ask.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, go for it, Jason. Sounds good.
Yeah, I want to say thank you. I think this is going to be a tremendous learning tool for the kids, and I just want to say thank you. So it's really not a question. I think it's great what technology can do. So that's all.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Like Mrs. Wildman said, it's not going to work perfectly, just like you saw tonight, but we'll do the best we can.
Well, just like my video, I forgot to put my own face up, so I didn't know how to enter correctly.
Yeah. Thank you, Jason. Any other questions?
Kids, do you have any questions?
No.
You guys feel confident?
Yeah. I feel
Yeah.
pretty confident.
Okay, good. Nolan, how you feeling?
Good.
Good. Connor?
I'm feeling good about everything.
All right, good. Sadie?
Good.
Taylor?
Good.
Jameis?
Amazing.
All right. Ivan?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
How about
Yeah.
Nevaeh over there?
Good.
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 All right. Well, I think it's going to be a good, I think Jason's right. I think this is going to be a good platform for these kids
Yeah.
to get as much out of the rest of the year that we can. And Mrs. Wildman and I'll do whatever we can to share our curriculum with you. So
It's officially Friday, right, Jen? Friday is like the official start date.
yep. So starting Friday morning, kids should be logging on. All of our posts will be up by 9 a.m. So whether your kids are up at 9 a.m. is up to you, but our posts will be up at 9 a.m. ready to go. So as
No,
Mrs.
you're fine.
Wildman said, you make your schedule that works for your family when that you want them to work, but it will be there ready for
2
them
in the morning.
at 2 in the morning. Perfect.
That's my schedule. Of course it is 7.
Oh, we're unmuted.
Excellent.
Just in time, Josh.
I've been at 200%.
Visible confusion.
All right.
All right, well, thank you all, and reach out to us. And kids, listen to your parents.
Yeah.
Bet you $100 that won't work out.
Amos, I could have a police chief stop by if they need backup.
That's
I'm happy
right.
to have
Mom, I'll see you in 27 years. I'm heading to the bunker.
Yeah. Good luck with that, buddy.
Might need that.
Yeah.
She's fine.
He'll get it done. I know it. I know it.
Yeah, she was
All right.
trying to eat something.
All right, well, thank you guys. If you don't have any other questions, I'll see the kids Friday morning on Google Classroom. Looking
This
for
Friday?
their first
Yeah.
assignment.
Good Friday?
Thank you, guys.
Yep.
I don't
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wait.
All right,
Thank
bye-bye.
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
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 I didn't see your dad.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.